Hello and welcome to another episode of Euro Truck Simulator. Sorry, I started to laugh then because the rain is back, guys. The rain is back. 4:30 in the morning in Norway. It's a lovely wet day, but we need to find a job to do, and well, we really need a good paying job, to be fair. Ooh, look at that. Oh, I wish I could do that kind of mileage, guys. £50,000 would almost buy us a truck. just kind of gonna put that out there. We do look like we got a little mini job there. I would like that's more like it. We'll go. I know we've been to this port yesterday, but that's the problem, innit? We've been to that port. We can't do that job. It's too far away. It's very sad. It's very sad that all these jobs are just not going kind of where we need to be right now. That's probably the best. Oh, no, not that one. Not that one. Not that one. That one I think seems to be the best one at the moment. 3 hours and 9 minutes. So I think we'll look at maybe doing that. It's only 8 ton as well. 8. Although saying that, that's a decent one. £17,000. I know we're not getting paid as much, but per mile, it's only £3 a mile less. That would be a nice job to do, but it's a little bit too much. Yeah, I tell you what, we shall go to Turku in Finland. So we're going to drive across some of the roads we were on yesterday, and then we're going to go onto the ferry over into Finland. 423 miles. So yeah, we're going to go and do that one, guys. We're going to go and do that one. Now, I hope you're all having a fantastic day, guys. Guys, massively do appreciate everybody who is smashing the subscribe button at the moment. We're up to the mid-70s already, I believe, when I started recording this video, so I do massively appreciate everybody who is doing that. Appreciate everybody who's dropping comments as well. I know yesterday I ended up having a bit of a ranty video, and I don't like to do them ones. It was just annoying that I'd done nothing wrong, but someone thought I had, so bit annoying. But yeah, that was yesterday, and we're now into today. Now we've got 36 miles to pick up. That's not too bad. I suppose there's one thing. It's on our way to picking up the trailer. It's on our way to Finland. I nearly said Sweden then.
Turn left.
Not even going to Sweden. We're going to Finland, guys. We're going to unlock another country. Finland.
Turn left.
I think today, guys, yesterday my truck was identifying as a bicycle going in the bicycle lane, and I think today my truck is going to identify as a boat because it's bloody wet. It's bloody wet. Let's move over there. I do love the rain though, guys. It's so nice to have different weather. But we've had rain 2 mornings in a row. Snow, could understand. It's a shame you can't get more realistic, like, you know, seasons. Seasons on trucking would be fantastic. Could you imagine if it was like December now and I'm in Norway and you're basically just driving in thick snow? That'd be brilliant. I don't know if that's actually a mod, by the way. If that's a mod, let me know. And let me know where to find that mod. Like if I go to Iceland, you can bet there's snow on the road. You know what I mean? I'm in Norway. You know what I mean? Surely I could be driving in snow. I think there should be seasons. I do. I think there should be seasons, to be honest. Am I going the right way? You didn't tell me to turn off, but you also didn't tell me to keep left. Sat-nav lady's not been helpful today. Just want to say. Beautiful. Looking so good today. £78,000. So yeah, £78,391 in the bank. Can't really say much more than that. Fantastic amount of money. I'm being quiet.
Right.
There we go.
And then exit.
It was just in case the sat-nav lady didn't tell me where to go. You know what I mean? I kind of just wanted to be prepared for turning off. So I was super concentrating there. Super concentrating.
At the roundabout, take the second exit.
Right. Okay, how come every time I press the brake really hard, my engines are... I know it's a setting, I just can't remember what setting it is. Right, there we go. We have arrived in Oslo.
At the roundabout, take the first exit.
I'm taking the first exit.
Now.
Okay.
We are finished.
Okay. Is this where we're going to pick up? View job offer? Yes, it is. Freight market. We're going to do that one. That's the better one to do. Half the mileage, nearly double the price. But the problem is, it's not. We'd have done this episode in like 20 minutes. I just want to double check something with this job, guys. Now, you just have to bear with me for a second. There's a real sneaky way of doing this. You could sneak this job from here. Go down to Kiel in Germany. Yeah. You could then drive to Travemünde in Germany, get the ferry all the way up to Helsinki and just drive across. Just saying, you could. It would cost a what? It would cost quite a bit, and it would take quite a bit on the ferry because the ferries are not as quick. But I'm just saying, it's actually possible to do that and go on the ferry. Now, I don't know if you saw that, guys, but I was being super realistic then, and I opened the window. My head's getting wet.
Let's go.
There we go. When I set my window switches up, I set it up for a right-hand drive. Now it's a left-hand drive. My controls feel backwards to me because it's not the top one, it's the bottom one.
Second exit. Exit now.
There we go. Right, so we have got... Why have we now got 500... Oh, yeah.
Turn right.
It's alright, I know why. I know why. It's because it's got like 170 miles of ferry. It's fine. I nearly said, why have I got 500 miles of driving, but it's not. I've got the ferry. I was about to like, not rage, but I was about to get like, what? Where's all this extra mileage come from? No, we have, figured that out already. Let's change gear. We're in the wrong gear there. Right, so yeah, we're basically going to Finland today, guys. So that is yet another country that we have managed to unlock. Finland will be a nice little flag to have on the bottom of our thumbnail. I do always try and put the destination flag on the thumbnail just to give you an idea. 19 hours and 18 minutes until destination time. Wow, the ferry must be very slow. Must be very, very slow indeed. Some pretty good time. Now we're not going to go mental with the speeding today, guys. I do want to just kind of want to get out of that tunnel. But as you can see, we have got plenty of driving. Right, you guys want me to put the little menu at the bottom for a few minutes. Now we're onto the main road now, so I'll do that. So as you can see, we are 11 tons of smoked eel. We're going to Turku, which is the DFDS logistics destination in Turku. And we have to deliver it on Saturday before 1:30 basically, and we'll get £17,074 for pickup, minus some fuel, minus the ferry fee, but we're getting £17,000 for this job. So there you go, guys. I just wanted to put that on there for a couple of minutes. 31 hours 28 is how much time we've got left to deliver this contract, and we have 9 hours 22 to sleep and 18 hours 42 of the destination. We have just paid £17 toll. That is nice. And let me get rid of that menu. You've all seen it now. There we go. Yeah, it is looking super, super good. We're making some really, really good time on this job. Making really good time. The 50 mile an hour does suck a little bit. I am just going to say it does suck a little bit. Just because you don't have to, what is it? It's not what I would call like the speed limit of trucks, but that's just because I live in the UK. Like if you live in America, you can go even quicker still.
Go straight on.
Well, it's a good job I was looking, wasn't it, love? You told me that right at... If I'd have been going any quicker, I would have missed that junction before you told me. Whoa! Wow, we were turning the wheel there and not much was happening. Was that a little bit of aquaplaning? Don't feel right, you see. Like, if you start aquaplaning in a real-life car, you know your car is just basically... You know it's aquaplaning. Obviously, in a game, it does its best to try and simulate things and stuff, but as you can imagine, you don't get that realistic feeling of aquaplaning and sliding around and stuff. You kind of know you're sliding when you're sliding. Like, if you aquaplane in real life, you know there's that, like, split second, you know. Your car's gone from, like, being quite heavy to basically just been... like a feather, basically been blown in the wind when it's aquaplaning. That's what I've always found. Now I've only aquaplaned a couple of times in my life, but I have spent some time on an aquaplaning. What do you call them? You know, like on advanced driving courses, you know you go to an aquaplaning section of the course or the track, what kind of thing, whatever. Yeah, I've spent quite a lot of time on one of them, so I'm pretty good on stuff like that. Alright, I'm speeding again. Speeding is probably my biggest thing at the moment. I don't do it intentionally, you know, I don't always do it intentionally. It's just, sometimes it's just the truck doesn't feel like it's going that quick. You know what I mean? Like you're driving down here and it doesn't feel that quick. Okay, didn't even know there's a junction here. Well, there's one thing, if everything's turning right, everything turn right, everything turn right, everything turn right. Come on, cars, turn right. Come on, cars. Well, all but one. That one bad. Right, there we go. I really messed that up there, guys. Sorry, messed that one up. I went to put it into third, and apparently third gear. It was like that missing aeroplane from Malaysia. You know it's somewhere in the ocean. You just don't know where. Well, that was my third gear right then. There's no point changing to third gear because we'll just lose all speed, all momentum. As you can see, we are vastly approaching Sweden. We are approaching Sweden. Right, we've leveled out, so that is pretty good. Could do with some fuel soon, but I think we're pretty good for now. I think we're good for now. And we are back in Sweden. are speeding, but we are just kind of free rolling down this hill, to be fair. We're not speeding on purpose, we're just casually driving down that hill. Straight on at the junction. That is looking good. Yeah, how are we doing, guys? I hope everyone is having a really good day today. Obviously, I record this about 8:30 on the morning. You guys should hopefully get it by about 7 o'clock. Now, yesterday's video really surprised me. It was a longer episode. It was one of the longest ones we've ever done. And yet, YouTube had it ready in time. And I know fine well that yesterday's video, it wasn't uploaded by 1 o'clock. I was surprised it was ready for 7. To be fair, YouTube did all its processing thing in like 2 hours. Normally it takes like 6 or 7. Yeah, really happy about that. Like, it was up and on in time. Yeah, and I know what'll happen today. This job won't be as long and it won't be ready. I'm telling you now. Just one of them things. Yeah, I can't wait. The people who are installing the cables are about 2 streets away from me now. So I'm hoping that we're not going to be long before we, before we get the cable installed. Like, opposite opposite the house and stuff. And yeah, basically that's going to speed everything up dramatically. 1 gig connection. I can tell you now, guys, I'm going to go from a 20 megabyte upload, or 20 megabit, whatever the hell it is, to 1,000. So what's going to take 3 hours is going to take me about 5 minutes. Well, then that means YouTube's got more time to process everything. You know what I mean? I can't wait. I genuinely can't wait. Proper just cannot wait. And then don't get me started on the download speed. I pay for 80, but I get about 45 on a good day. And no, I tell a lie there. I can get 54 on a good day, but I'm lucky to get 45. It's just that crap. And yeah, that'll be 1,000, and also 1,000 up, 1,000 down. So yeah, I can't really argue with what I'm gonna be getting soon. And then yeah, that's gonna make doing videos a lot less stressful as well, because I know I'm gonna have that time. Because if I've got to have this video done for say 9 o'clock, I've got to get it into editing. There's not much to edit, to be fair. I just like to put my little intro on the front. I could put the video up as it is right now, to be fair, without the intro. But I kind of like to put the intro on the front, so that takes like an hour. Color grade it a little bit, things like that. I don't do much because I don't need to, because it's different than like my farming channel. If I do my farming channel lately, I've been putting time lapses in. I've got to speed it up, I've got to ease it in, I've got to ease it out, speed it up, got to put music in, render it all. I've got to do that however many time lapses we've got in a video, and you know what I mean. It's amazing how that takes time. I don't get me wrong, I'm not super great at editing. I do what I feel like is good enough for the videos. It's not like I'm making I don't know, maybe I might do a little online video editing course or something. I don't know. I do watch a lot of YouTube videos on DaVinci Resolve, trying to get better with that. I know someone put in a comment the other day about a video editing. You pay £45 a year. Yeah, by the time obviously you put your comment, dude, I'd already bought DaVinci Resolve Studio, and I tell you what, guys, I am so glad I bought that. Now I do technically have Adobe, but I don't pay for it. Shall we say we have a cracked version of Adobe? Now I'm not saying anybody needs to go get one, but I don't know. I only like After Effects, for the clips and the bits and the bats, the little animations and stuff. I'm not great at it, but again, watch more, learn more. And I'm you're probably thinking, well, why don't you just use the Adobe Premiere Pro? Do you know what it is, guys? I just like using DaVinci, which is why I ended up buying it. I just know where everything is on it. I know I know it's not as popular as Adobe, but technically Adobe shouldn't be free. So I just kind of want to get that out there. Yeah, Adobe's meant to be like 50 quid a month, do you know what I mean? And I don't make £50 a month doing these videos. I'm kind of at the point in my video. Like, I used to do live streaming, I used to get quite, I don't want to say quite a bit, but I used to get a little bit extra through live streaming, you know, like Twitch bits and things like that. But the problem is I don't do that at the moment because my internet sucks so bad. So my only income from this is like the income you guys give me on the farming channel from the adverts. Works out to be about 15 quid a month ish, somewhere between 12 and 15 quid. It depends how many people watch. And then obviously I've got my gold tier Patreon David. He drops me about £15 a month, which is a huge kind of support, huge support from Mr. David, the truck man. So I do massively appreciate that. Obviously Dragon Lady supports my farming channel. She's always supported me. Even though she's part of this channel, she's always supported my other channel, my farming channel. And then we have Mr. Deadly Cooper, who is one of my mods in Discord. Now, he's a little bit AWOL at the moment. Mr. Cooper's been AWOL since A, he had a second baby, and 2, I believe he got a job promotion just before the second baby, which means he's a very, very busy man. So I know he's always there, and he's always supported me, you know, throughout the months and things like that. Do you know what I mean? Mr. Coops has supported me now for about, I think, Mr. Coops, your eldest must be coming up to about 3.5, and I remember your little one, your eldest now, she was 3 weeks old when you came to the channel. You've been around pretty much 3 years, man. That's some crazy kind of. Now this channel's not 3 years old, but just my other channel has. It's been a while. It's been around a while. You know, if you go to like Twitch, for example, you'll see Matt's Farming channel. You've got Facebook, you'll see Matt's Farming over on Facebook. You know, and we will get back to doing live streams just as soon as my internet is available. The only thing is, it probably won't be like Matt's Trucking or Matt's Farming. It might just be under known as like Matt's Gaming or something. Because the problem is, I won't know what game to stream. Are we for real? There's no giveaway here, dude. It was giveaway on the sides, and yet you decided to stop anyway. That guy's trying to do an insurance scam. That's what it is. He's trying to insurance scam me. He's trying to take something that wasn't his. Right, there we go. And look at him now, he's sped off. If only I was a policeman. Nino, Nino, Nino. Go give him a speeding ticket. And a ticket for trying to scam the public. It's crazy to think we've got 342 miles, but we don't. Say we've got that bit of ferry coming up.
Get ready to exit left.
I don't think we're far from the ferry, to be honest. I do think the ferry's coming up really, really soon, to be honest.
Left.
I might be wrong, but I think it is. It's coming up really soon. I kind of dropped gear way too early then, and I put it in third rather than fourth by accident. Wasn't really paying much attention. Looking good. Build up speed. There we go. Lovely. Probably could do with being in 6th gear just for the lower revs, but I don't really like 6th gear, to be honest, in this truck. It's kind of got a bit of noise.
Go straight on.
We'll open the window. We're feeling a little bit. We're getting a little bit tired. I feel like we need to just have a little bit of fresh air. I know I'm kind of speeding here, guys. I just kind of wanted to get around that Golf. That Golf was going really, really slow. like super slow. And now the problem is I've got to get past this wagon here, you know, just in case he doesn't turn off. We're gonna have a junction coming up soon for the ferry. I'm just not sure how far away the ferry is, to be honest. Yeah, it's amazing how much of Europe is a 50-mile-an-hour zone, and that is actually relatively slow. If you think, if we do 56 mile an hour, say in England, so we can boost that up to 59 really, which can get away with a couple of mile an hour over the speed limit. And you do say 560 miles, you know what I mean? That's 10 hours of driving. But if you do 560 miles and you're only doing 50 miles, you know what I mean? You're not going to get there before you need to sleep. So that's something we need to consider when we're taking future jobs. We need to consider where the destination is and what kind of speed limits are at. And nearly every country is 50. Germany, I believe, is 56, or is it France? Well, I don't know. Some of them are 56, but the majority of them are 50 mile an hour, which means we can't really go over 500 miles. We can't really go over 400 miles on the job, because we are running that risk of longer episodes. Now, I know a lot of you guys are like, yeah, we don't mind longer jobs. Some people do. I've got to try and cater for everybody. It was nice though, guys, to see how many people were like, oh yeah, Matt, you know, I'd come and do a little convoy with you. I did appreciate how many people would just come for a little drive, even if we just had an empty trailer and we went for a drive. You know what I mean? It was pretty cool to see how many people were for that. Obviously, some people are like, oh, I'll do it if you play ATS. Listen, guys, I will play ATS as soon as I get the DLC, but I need about 30 to 35 pounds worth of DLC using like my discount link, CD keys. But yeah, guys, I can't spend like 35 quid on DLC at the moment. Like I say, we're trying to get our deposit together for a house, and you know, houses in the UK are small and expensive. For the money I'm going to pay in the UK for a small house here, I could go to Texas and buy a bloody little mini mansion for the same price. You know what I mean? It's absolutely crazy. And obviously last year we did have quite a bad return on our crypto last year, and to be honest, to this day it still hasn't really recovered. So that didn't help, you know. Last year we lost quite a bit, to be fair. Now we managed to just cut our losses, and then we bought back lower still, and you know, we made a bit of it coming back. But yeah, you know, we need that crypto to, you know, to bounce back up, you know, and that Bitcoin to bounce back over 60 grand. You know what I mean? That's what we need. We need that to go back up. We don't want it sat around the 20 mark and the 30 mark, because that just sucks. Now, I'll just say Bitcoin in general, because I know a lot of people don't understand Bitcoin. I do have a little bit of Bitcoin, but I kind of a lot of investments in the altcoins and stuff. But as you know, if Bitcoin goes up, they all go up. So and then obviously we're in that, like, we're not like in a recession, but let's be honest, the stock market at the moment absolutely sucks. It absolutely sucks. It's that went down last month, and just or a month or two. Is it? No, 2 months ago now, and that has just not recovered either. It's just, yeah, everything just sucks at the moment. This ferry has to be coming up soon. I haven't got long before I need to sleep. 3 hours 34 minutes before I need to sleep. And we've still got 237 miles to go. We're like 3/4 of the way through this video time. I'm so glad that we've got a ferry to jump onto. we don't have enough time to do another 230 miles, put it that way. Well, we do. Like I say, we could make videos as long as we want. At some point, guys, I might treat us on a weekend to a massive long job and just have one massive long video. But you guys have to be aware that you can't dislike that video if I do a super long one, say one weekend, you know what I mean? I'm not saying you need to watch it all in one go if you don't have time, but that's why I try and keep videos to, especially on trucking, 30 to 40 minutes. I know some people don't have a lot of time to watch a video. You know, working, jobs, families, things like that, do you know what I mean? I'm only blessed to be able to do this now because, you know, my kids are at school at the moment and college and stuff, and they don't need me. Like, next week, videos may be delayed, may not be up on time. It's nothing to do with me. Basically, my kids break up tomorrow for a week's holiday, half-term holiday tomorrow, which means the week after, my kids are at home. Which basically in hindsight means that my internet sucks without them here. So imagine what they're going to be like, my internet's like when they're at home. It's gonna be even worse. If my little lad gets up tomorrow, my youngest, I say little lad, my youngest, if he gets up to, say, Monday and he's up early, I can guarantee you he's gonna hog the entire internet all day. It's what he does. He hogs the internet. He don't mean to, it's just if he wants to download a game, his autism like, well, I want to download this game. He's going to download that game and take all the internet from everybody, and no one's going to get any. Now, I have looked at getting a better quality router. I've got an ATS at the moment, but it's like, I don't know, it's about 10 years old to be fair. But I have actually thought of getting a TP-Link router, because you can do a quality of service. So, like, for example, I could give my lad, say, 5 meg. I could give me 5. You know what I mean? We could all have 5 meg each. Yeah, we wouldn't download very quickly, but we'd all have an equal share of, say, the crappiest internet in the world we've got. But obviously, I don't want to get a new router until I get my new internet, because then I'm going to go out and buy a really brand new, up-to-date router. Do you know what I mean? But again, that's going to be several £100. Everything at the moment is just all to deal, you know, is all to do with money, and I just don't, with saving for the house deposit, which is taking forever. Now in the UK we do have 100% mortgages. I would not touch 100% mortgage if my life, I would rather be homeless than take 100% deposit mortgage. Not a chance would I ever take 100% mortgage. Not a chance would I ever take one. Not a chance. It's bad enough using a 10% deposit because you're in negative equity a lot longer. I would rather save that deposit. Like I said, my rent at the moment where I live is social housing. It's dead cheap. I got it when I come out of the army and stuff. Do you know what I mean? It was one of the good things. This house opened up as I came out. We needed somewhere to live. Military got us it when we came out, and yeah, it just, yeah, job done basically. Been here since 2008, and my rent is slowly going up, but my rent is still hundreds of pounds a month cheaper than which is one of the reasons why we can save, you know, we can save so much money each month, because our rent's not as dear as, say, someone who's private renting, you know, who's got a private landlord. Like the house over the road, to give you an example, this is the exact same house as mine, but over the road, but it's private rented by, you know, someone who bought it and rented it out. And she pays nearly £600 a month in rent. I don't even pay £400 a month in rent, do you know what I mean? So that's like an extra couple of £100 a month we can put away towards our house deposit. Do you know what I mean? And then obviously, you know, we don't eat great at the moment. We are eating proper crappy, cheap food at the moment. But again, you know, we're making sacrifices to buy our house. Once we've bought our house, it won't matter. You know, you've got to prioritize what you need. Do you know what I mean? You want something, you've got to give something up to do it. You know, we used to eat takeaway like 3 times a week. We have one, I think we have like maybe 1 a month, 2 a month at a push now, which is obviously a massive saving. You would think when there's 5 of you in the house and you're having a takeaway, you're talking £50-60 a takeaway. Do you know what I mean? That's a lot of money. You know, we gave it up and we've done really well, but we always say to ourselves, when it's like the wife at the end of the month, when she gets paid, always buys a takeaway. It's like a little treat. And then in the middle of the month, I buy as a takeaway. You know, and you got to give up things in order to save, you know, make your sacrifices, things like that. But you can't give everything up. You've got to have some, you know what I mean? You've still got to, like, treat yourself. You know what I mean? Like, I used to go clothes shopping quite a lot. You know, the wife used to go clothes shopping quite a lot. My wife's got a shoe collection that, if she didn't have, we'd probably have about 3 houses by now. But, you know, at the end of the day, she's not bought any in, like, 6-7 months because, you know, that's... Yeah. Really? You are gonna let me go, are you? Okay. You know, she hasn't bought any in months because obviously we're doing this thing. And yeah, you think to yourself, well, you maybe should have got a house earlier. The problem we've got, guys, is with our kids being the way they are with the special needs and that, we've got to buy somewhere where they've always got a home because you never know what's going to happen. But the problem is we want something for when we're older as well. We don't want to be moving again. We want to get somewhere where we'll be happy when we're old. And things like, you know what I mean? It's like a catch-22, trying to find that one home as well that pleases us for everything that we need, basically. Well, this video is almost, it's crazy how this time's just flown by. I hope you guys have, we want Turku. So we don't want that. We don't want... So we must want Nantali.
Rear computer.
We must want this place. It must be this place. Yeah. Not really sure of the 21 miles. There we go, guys. 21 miles to destination. There we go. That looks good to me. Absolutely fantastic.
Get ready to turn right.
I am. Yeah, there's Turku. Turku.
Right.
However you want to pronounce it. But there you go, guys. We are now officially in Finland. Woo woo, Finland. You will also find we've got a full 10 hours to drive until rest point because of the ferry. We love you, ferry. My driver had a little nap on the ferry. We have lost a couple of £1,000 though, due to ferry fees, toll roads, loan payment. Yeah, I haven't actually looked either at the loan. We were meant to look the other day, yesterday, at what we had loan, but we were that late delivering. We just never got time, did we? Got a bit of a wider berth through there. Looking good. Let's get this foot to the floor. There's no point going too mental because we're turning straight off. Get that up into fourth. Looking good. But yeah, anyone who watches these videos, guys, check out the channel that I recommend at the bottom of this page. It is a Matt's farming channel. It's basically my farming channel, basically. Can I please come in here? Can I please come in here? Please let me in. Please let me in. I didn't realise. Please. Thank you, Mercedes. Thank you very much.
Go straight on.
Yeah, went through on orange and we didn't get a speeding ticket. Yeah. The traffic mod is better. I just want to have a little look up there. Oh, yeah, it is.
Right.
It's another set of traffic lights going into Turku. I just wanted to have a quick look, see where we were. That's actually a relatively nice screenshot and all. I do love it when you're stuck in traffic and you're getting different screenshots. I am completely blocking the road though. I really did make a mistake. Can I just nip a bit further forward? Woo. Look, our trucks are kissing nearly. There we go. These red lights are slowly slowing us down.
Turn right.
There we go. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. I can see the Turku destination just appeared on the sat nav. So we're not going to be on this bit of motorway long either. We're taking this. We're taking the only exit off this at the end. Wow, that was a bit of
right, and then turn
a bit of frame drop. I wonder if it's just because we're going somewhere new and like the shader cache hasn't been built in this area or something. Yeah, hopefully it is. Hopefully that's all it is.
Turn right.
Wow, my first gear then was shockingly bad. There is a sleep destination. We will sleep again, guys. Like I said, I do prefer to try and do the jobs during the daytime. Just... Come on. Don't want to be rolling down this hill. There we go. Beautiful. Yeah, still a little bit iffy with the first gear on the hills and things like that, but I think our gear changing has dramatically improved since starting this. I'm trying to decide if that's going to go to red or not right as I get there. No, it's gonna flash orange a bit longer, let us get through, so that'll do.
Turn left.
That one's now on orange as well, but we need to turn left.
Turn left.
We have discovered Turku.
Get ready to turn right.
And here is our delivery destination. Yeah, I hope you guys have enjoyed this road trip, guys. Where would you like it parking? I'm going to try and put it in there, but I might fail miserably with this one. I do prefer to have it in first person, you know, and stick my head out of the window kind of thing. Come on. Come on. Oh, this trailer... Hang on a minute. This trailer's got rear steer. I didn't realise that. Give me a second. We won't need to turn this as much. We won't need to turn this as much. Now I'm hoping to be able to do this. There we go. I can do it a lot easier sticking my head out of the window than I can doing it in third person. I do apologise for my steering wheel banging. It has lost some little like bump pads inside the wheel. Probably just dropped off with age. It's not that I've had it long. I've had this wheel maybe a year or two now, but it gets used a lot. No, I'm not surprised, to be fair. I could take it apart and maybe put some more in, but it's a relatively big job, to be fair, to do that. Right, that has given us somewhere to sleep. Now, I did say we were going to have a look at something, didn't I? Yeah, we were going to look at the loan. We need to know what we've got left to pay, guys. We've got £4,900 left to pay on our loan. We've only got maybe 4 more day trips left. That is fantastic. But yeah, guys, I am going to basically unlock the little bits of road here. I'm going to find somewhere to sleep. And then what we're going to do, guys, is I'm going to basically leave this episode here. I've kind of told you what I'm going to do off recording. Hopefully, guys, you have enjoyed this episode. I have had an absolute blast. I always do playing this game. And thank you so much for watching. And I will see you all in the next episode. Bye for now.